What's up, you guys? So welcome to my channel. In today's video we got a 2007 Mazda 3. I took off the engine cover, it's sitting on the floor. I disconnected the battery, it's a 10mm, and I put this cover there so it doesn't make a contact back. So we're gonna replace the alternator. I was not gonna record, and I'm like, you know what, let's record. So I got a 13mm. The alternator is all the way down there. It's giving 8 volts. The steering got hard, everything's flickering. It's trying to protect as much as power so the car can keep running. Anyways, we're gonna remove this belt. So all you have to do is yank on this tensioner, and let's take off this belt. Okay, I'm doing it with the one hand. If you guys can manage it just like me, that's be beautiful. Okay, you guys will be a better mechanic than me. Okay, once the belt is off, I'm gonna leave this baby right here. If I need to take it off, I'm gonna yank it because it's kind of resting over here. Anyways, belt is off. We're gonna take off that 13mm right there from up here, and then we're gonna go down below, take off the cover and everything. Guys, I need this tool, so I gotta get it off. I'm gonna just take a pry bar and just push that socket off. And if you want to go just a little further so it doesn't come back down here and hit over here, and this is what I'm gonna do, and that comes off. Just a quarter more inch more higher, it wouldn't have got stuck. So the reason why I took it off is because I want to remove that bolt right there, which is also 13mm. I needed this. Okay, it might be a 12mm. Anyways, let me get the tools. A ratchet, and should have stuck with that long leverage. 12mm it is right there. That's the upper bolt on that alternator, and this baby should come out. I was originally thinking I had to drain the coolant, but let's see what's down below. If we need to remove anything, we will do so. So I'm gonna have this bolt up. It's really hot. I'm gonna let it cool off, and once this is off, I can go down below. Okay, let's see if I can get that off by hand now, manually. Okay, yep, it is ready to come off, but it's hot. I'm gonna take, once that off, I'm gonna just put it to the floor. Okay, then we're gonna go down below. Okay, down below I am gonna remove this bolt. Whole bunch of bolts. This guy got a clamp here. I'm gonna leave that one alone because I'm gonna just fold this cover halfway. I'm gonna remove this bolt, and the whole cover should fold out this way because our alternator is right there looking at us like a baby. Anyways, let's get this baby going. So what we're gonna do is, these bolts can snap, but we probably have taken these off a few times, and so far I am lucky, man. There you, oh wow, hot diggity dog. So only thing holding us behind now is, even if I want to do this, I can just fold this cover up just like that, because that's all I need right there. We can able to remove the connectors and everything, and the 2 bolts for 1 bolt down below, and 2 bolts. Yeah, 2 bolts. Anyways, let's get this job going. Should be quick, easy, and simple. And let me figure out how I'm gonna attach this little guy. So let's get this hook out of here, and then now I can just move this out of my way. We're gonna open this little cover up over here. Usually it breaks, and underneath it probably has a 10mm bolt, and it's like a little retainer on the side, just like clips. Okay, come on. This is what it look like. Gonna squeeze that tab to get it out. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Squeeze this little guy. I might gonna need a screwdriver to pop it open, but the connector is up above. We're gonna remove that connector also. So if you don't disconnect your battery, this is live power over here. Okay, that look like a 12mm. This is live power, so if you touch it somewhere, like your wrench comes and hits, it's gonna short circuit everything. But anyways, let me remove this, and then we'll tackle these 2 bolts. So we got a Remy starter on it. We got a Remy alternator coming for it. So why am I doing that when I'm supposed to be removing this little guy right here? So I don't know what size your car gonna have. If you have changed the alternator before, it could be a different size, but this is 12mm. It looks like original alternator, and this guy comes right off. Here it is. And let's get, oh, there goes the cover. No, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's put this to the side. Right now, like I said, the battery is not connected. We could just stick that anywhere we like. The cover went flying. Now we're gonna have to disconnect this connector over here. We gotta remove that connector. So get that connector out, and once that is off, we'll be able to remove these 2. So let me get that off. The camera's not gonna see over there anyway. Once I have it off, we can continue So just push on the tab of the connector, and just like removing a connector. Connector is not coming off, it's kind of jammed. What I decided to do was kind of remove, I want to take out one of the bolts completely, and I'm going to try to kind of turn the alternator to one side so we can see it, okay? If it's seeable. Pretty easy to work on, okay? Try to keep your bolts in order because sometimes the bolts are different length and size, and there goes nothing. So once this is off, it's probably stuck into the housing here, and I think there's another bolt that I'm missing. Okay, there's one more bolt back over here, so there's actually 4 bolts holding this baby together. 1 from the top, 3 from the bottom. Pretty good spot. Okay, so let me get this off, and once it's off, we will tilt this alternator kind of that way. Alternator kind of tilted this way. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the other way. But anyways, there's a connector here. Let's remove that so we don't stretch the alternator control cables here. So you don't want to grab this connector by the wire, and I might kind of gonna have to work this, guys. I'm gonna have to kind of bring the whole alternator down. I'm not gonna be able to put the camera in so I can see the whole thing. Anyways, let me get this off. So here's the connector. You gotta kind of really squeeze this guy in to get it off. So what I did was I took off the last bolt and I twisted it, and I got the alternator down, and I used a pick, and what I did was it got bent. That's a good angle. I pushed it and I kind of yanked on it like that, and it came out. Anyways, we're gonna wait for the new alternator. So here we are. Oh, first of all, this is how I hooked it. I just used a bungee cord here. Anyways, here's the alternator, part number 12615. Remy is the brand. Remy right there. They give me lifetime warranty. But anyways, this is what the baby looked like. Okay. And I'm gonna get this out the box with one hand. For sure, I'll get it out. So it does have a core. Anyways, this bolt comes off, and if you got paint over here, you want to file it, but this is nice and clean. There's no paint here. Anyways, you always want to check everything, match everything, spin it, no noise, no nothing, good to go. I'm gonna take this baby, and what I'm gonna do is, all you need to do is take first one of the bolts, get this guy to pretty much sit in there just like that. Put the bolt in. Once I have the bolts in, I'm gonna show you guys just like that. Okay, very easy. Okay guys, very simple and easy. Get your bolts in. Even get the top one, you can reach from here. You need to catch the threads on all of them, or if you get 3 in the top one, you're gonna have to redo because sometimes it won't align. So make sure you get all the bolts in first. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten all these up, and you can torque them. I am a mechanic that's been doing the work for years, so you're gonna see me do it by hand. Anyways, once I have all 3 tightened, I'll put the belt on. But prior to that, I'm gonna get all these bolts in. I'm gonna lock them up nice and tight, and I'm gonna get the third one up there too. Once I have them all, we'll put the wiring in. And make sure your belt is nicely and routed while you're down here. You can do that. That's that. That's that. So I got one left and then one from the top. You're not gonna see me do the rest of the stuff until we get to the top. Just that's the one I'm not gonna record. So make sure you tighten the one in the back there, and then we'll put the connectors in. So we got all the bolts tightened, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get this connector in, and you should be able to feel this connector go in. It can't be just hanging there. Without this, your alternator is not gonna engage, it's not gonna work. You should be able to hit click, and remember we removed that little clip from right here. Make sure you put that back in there, up there, so it just doesn't hang around. So this little guy, same way we took off, it's facing upward like that. Okay, so we're gonna get it the same direction, and once it's in, it should lock up. So the bolt that came with it, we're gonna put that in, and once I have that in, we'll finish it all up. Finishing this good little guy up right here. So I'm gonna tighten this. You don't want to go crazy because you can break this piece here, the neck, and remember there's no power here, so this is stupid. I should have got me a 12 millimeter, which is back there. Let me grab it because I can't be just turning that little guy over and over. Socket fits on it, and we can just magically do that. The connector's kind of messing with us, but that's fine. Once it's locked in, it's locked in. The cover's over there. I'm gonna snap that cover on, then I'm gonna close this cover, which you're not gonna see, but it's just the same bolts we put in. And this little guy broke off right here. Did I get it the wrong way? Okay, I think I put that. Okay, now it goes like that. I'll get that on. Once that on, we'll finish everything out. So okay guys, everything is done except this bolt up here, and remember I already caught the threads on that, so just need to put my ratchet on this. I'm gonna lock this up too, and bear with me here. So this hose is gonna kind of bother me, but remember to catch the threads first, otherwise you're not gonna be able to tighten that baby just like I'm doing right now. Anyways, this job is bada bing bada boom. We're gonna put the belt on next, and belt does run on water pump, alternator, crank pulley, and the tensioner pulley. Simple belt, simple routing, and it should be good to go. Anyways guys, let me lock this bolt up, and then we'll get to the tensioner and the belt. Pretty much we got the belt onto the alternator, water pump, and the crank pulley, and we're gonna yank this back. I'm gonna hold the camera and the wrench with one hand. Okay, we're almost there. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you check all your routing. Make sure your routing is good. Make sure it's sitting good on the alternator, which is not. It's kind of off on the alternator, but I can quickly fix that. The crank pulley is good. Everything else looks good. The alternator just needs to slip a little bit this way. I can do that with the pry bar and just pull on the tensioner. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. We're gonna connect the battery next. Let me fix up the belt, and then we'll check the voltage on the alternator. Last thing, we want to check the alternator output. It should be 13 and above. Let me see if I can manage to do this with one hand. There you go. Perfect. 13, 16. So the steering is back to normal. Steering got hard. Look at that, it's back to normal. What was happening was there wasn't enough power to run the pump. The computer shuts everything down to preserve the power. His radio was flickering, everything was flickering. Anyways, your idle might be kind of stupid since we lost memory because of the throttle body. Give it a day or two, it should go back to normal. If it doesn't go back to normal, you could clean your throttle body and try to do either relearn or just give it a few more days after cleaning the throttle body. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you connect everything back in together. See you guys on the next video. So that's how you're gonna replace the alternator on a Mazda 3. It's the same process on this generation of the Mazdas.